Welcome. I'm Chef Eric Crowley, owner of the Culinary Classroom in Los Angeles, and today we are going to make a caramel nut sauce. Let's get started. So for our caramel nut sauce ingredients, we are going to need half a cup plus 2 tablespoons of white granulated sugar, a quarter of a pound, also known as a 4-ounce stick of unsalted butter. We're going to need about half a cup of heavy cream or whipping cream, half a tablespoon of vanilla extract, and some nuts. I have macadamia nuts here as an example. This is about a quarter of a cup. These should actually be chopped up and they should also be toasted. You could also utilize any other nuts that you like. Peanuts work really well for this, so do walnuts, pumpkin seeds, all kinds of different nuts that you can use. Okay, to start, I'm going to take my butter and put it into a pan that is being heated on a medium, high to even high heat. I'm going to take my sugar, sprinkle it on, and switch to a spatula, start to stir it around. Now as the sugar starts to liquefy, it's going to become very, very hot, as is the butter, so it's really important that you stir it very carefully. Don't stir it too vigorously. You don't want the sugar to splash on out and land on your hands, because it will burn very, very badly. Also really important to keep in mind that the handle of your pan is going to start to get hot, and you could even see around the rim of the pan I'm starting to get the sugar starting to caramelize already. And the sugar is going to melt at a very high temperature, and then we're going to continue to cook it to about 320 degrees. And of course at 320 degrees it's going to be very hot, so it's really important that if you're using a spatula like you see me using here, it should be one made out of silicone so it can withstand the temperature. A regular rubber spatula will not work, and a regular wooden spoon is not your best choice. You would be better off to actually use something like a high-pressure fiberglass spoon. Notice that when I'm stirring, I'm going around the entire circumference of the pan. I'm also going to take the spatula and go over the entire bottom of the pan too. I want to keep that sugar moving. So once I have a really nice dark color, you can actually see a little bit of smoke coming from the pan. That's fine. That tells you exactly how hot this is. I find that the cream is going to be better incorporated with a whip. When the cream goes into the pan, it's going to bubble very vigorously, so you want to watch out and anticipate that. And it may even lump up a little bit, which is absolutely fine. And you want to watch out for the steam too. Notice that I poured the cream and then pulled my hand away. I'll let this continue to basically cool off a little bit. If the sugar wound up getting really lumpy, which sometimes can happen when you put the cream in, just go ahead and put it back onto the heat on like a low flame and continue to stir it until the lumps are gone. Okay. Make a little bit lighter of a colored sauce, a little bit more cream. Then I'm going to throw in a little bit of vanilla extract, a little bit of flavor. Now that our caramel is finished, we are ready to add in some toasted nuts to make our caramel nut sauce. I'm going to use some macadamia nuts in this case, but any kind of nuts will wind up doing just fine. Make sure that they are toasted. Check out another video to do that. I'm going to take it off the heat, let the warmth from the caramel on the stove really get the nuts warmed through. And you can see you have a nice textural difference between other caramels because you can actually visually see the nuts. And we can pour some like alongside a piece of cake, so a guest can go ahead and take a little bite of cake without the sauce if they like, and then maybe take a bite of cake and dip it into the sauce if they so choose. Another thing that's often very popular nowadays is to take some sauce, go onto the plate, take the back of your spoon and kind of draw the spoon through the sauce. Give that kind of a teardrop kind of shape to it and look to it. And this is our macadamia nut sauce. I love this stirred into some ice cream that's been allowed to soften slightly in a serving bowl. Could also be used to drizzle over a serving of bread pudding. Could also be used over alongside some pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie and caramel sauce would work really well together. And that is our caramel nut sauce. Thanks for watching. Be sure to click on other links so you can get other recipes. If you don't see something that interests you, email a request to requests@mahalo.com. Also be sure to subscribe so you can get lots of wonderful additional information. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.